It's a passion, it's a game. You only try and give your best and see where it comes through. So, the game is over now. Thank you.
Bye-bye to my dear friend from Ibadan. Second battle. Tochukwu Franklin against Femi Taiwo. Has VAR done more harm than good to football? Tochukwu said yes.
VAR was introduced in the game by FIFA in 2018 to help curb clear and obvious errors in football matches.
Femi said no.
Hawkeye in tennis, video replay in basketball, photo finish in athletics, TMO in rugby, goal line technology in football, and definitely VAR in football. These are technologies that have been introduced to sports at one time or the other to better the game.
Into battle.
And my issue with VAR is the consistency. Let it be consistent. How consistent has VAR been?
Nothing is consistent in the world so long as human being is involved.
So you want to improve a system, it's like you're trying to solve a problem and you're creating multiple problems.
Tochukwu won on the night. Bye-bye, namesake.
It's really been a great opportunity for me, and I really thank the team, because opportunities like these are very rare, and having that opportunity, even getting to this stage of fan battle, I really appreciate it. I said it at the beginning that, yeah, probably I'm a cat with 9 lives, and being able to survive till this moment is really a thing that I would give kudos to the judges for being able to pinpoint those little opportunities that they would give, and they really gave it to me, and I'm able to get to this position, and I'm really grateful.
Another night, another duo of casualties, and yes, we come to a third night, and the bloodbath continues figuratively. I'm Femi Obong Daniels. Welcome to battles 36 and 37 of Battle Day 18 of Fan Battle 3. It's a big night for Nigeria. Tony already told you. And we'll be covering the Nigerian Alcon game live from 9 p.m. Everything we do tonight will be abridged. Okay? So that done, let's say another fine thank you to our friends at MasterCard for being a part of this ride. You'll be from MasterCard as we go. Right by me. Sam is also in the studios. Will be joined by a third leg in just a bit, and then the battle can commence. I can't wait for you to meet the contestants for battle number 36 tonight. In the meantime, Tony, what you got?
Yeah, well, just a great message from our friends at MasterCard, who are saying shopping has never been more exciting, and every weekend from the 4th of June to the 10th of July, which is 3 days away, you stand a chance of winning a trip to watch a UEFA Champions League match live and other exciting prizes by paying with your MasterCard at major malls and select Spar stores in Lagos. All you have to do is follow these easy steps below, and you're on your way to something priceless. First, enroll at the MasterCard Experience stand on activation days. Step 2, scan the QR code for registration on your device. All right. Step 3, go ahead to shop at any of the stores and pay with your MasterCard. Step 4, return to the Experience stand with your evidence of payment. And step 5, scan the reward code and you could be the lucky winner of tickets to the next season of the UEFA Champions League. Yes, you heard that right. The next season of the UEFA Champions League, which starts in a couple of weeks now, or perhaps months. For more details on participating malls and Spar outlets, visit mastercard.shopperspree.com. All right, mastercard.shopperspree, shopperspree spelled SHOPPASPREE.com. All right, terms and conditions apply. Mastercard, start something priceless.
Interesting. And we can't wait to start something priceless. Just if that didn't sink in well enough for you, maybe this would help. Welcome to Battles 36 and 37 of Fan Battle 3. We go straight to meet the contestants. 3 of my colleagues are with me, Tony, Sam, and David. They'll be judges. It will be a different night for special reasons. When the judges make their positions, they'll have a minute each to determine who they vote for. Just a quick few lines as to why, and then they make that vote. And when you call to vote here tonight, you will call and give us your vote. Just call and vote, no matter what the reason is. Tell us your name, your location, and vote, and we move. Is that clear? So that all of us can concentrate on the Nigeria game at 9 p.m. tonight. I'm Femi Daniels. I'm delighted to be your host. Chuma will be leading commentaries from 9 p.m., just a few minutes to 9, when we hope to have finished with the 2 battles. And he'll be leading the cast. And it will be a great night, hopefully, if you're Nigerian and you wish for a result. So let's meet our contestants right now. He's currently a core member. He supports Barcelona globally, Eyimba Ofaba locally. He lives in Association Avenue, Surulere, Lagos. He represents Surulere. On Twitter, they call him at Itunumi_Solace. On Instagram, the same thing, Itunumi Solace, Itunumi_Solace. All his friends call him Itunumi Solace. His full name, Aziz Itunu Kareem. Hello, Itunu. How are you doing today?
Very fine, Femi.
Interesting. Looks like I'm going to throw away Itunu's device. So, okay, finally, we have clarity. His opponent, a student, supports Manchester United globally and none locally. Stays in Songotedu. That's Greenland Estate in Songotedu. On Twitter, she is Adenike Joy C double E. On Instagram, she is Joy C William _. Well, I don't know what her friends call her, but I do know her full name is Olusiku Adenike Joyce. Hello, Joyce.
Hello, Femi.
Did I murder your surname?
No, you didn't. You called it correct.
Okay. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Both of you have been awesome in your previous battles. I've been privileged to watch you guys, and I've also seen you guys, develop as we've gone. What might tonight hold? One of you will leave the battle tonight. Who that person is will, to a great extent, depend on the 2 of you and the outcome that you fight for. That outcome will be determined by the 3 judges sitting with me here tonight, but not them only. Also, by the hundreds, thousands who are listening to you via their radio sets, via the Nigeria Info mobile app, via our Facebook and Twitter, our Facebook live stream, our YouTube live stream, and of course, we're also following on Twitter. Joyce, Itunu, all the best, guys. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Are you feeling nerves?
Obviously.
Okay. So maybe I should... Let me reprise my intro. Okay, guys. Let's get into this battle. We'll be fine. Everything will work out just awesome. Okay. We're streaming live on Facebook. Nigeria Info 99.3. You get to vote there. Check out the 2 beautiful faces of Joyce and Itunu, and underneath their names, underneath the topic, you'll find their names. Click on one name and vote when the time is right. Also on Twitter, you get to find a poll. You vote there at Nigeria Info FM. Also on that Twitter handle, you'll see our live YouTube our live YouTube broadcasts of this, so you get to hear and see us together both on Facebook and YouTube, and you also get to hear us on the Nigeria Info mobile app. We're ready to go into battle now. And what is the battle topic for this first battle? Remember, there are two on the night, so let's go straight to the first. Which is more prestigious, the World Cup or the Champions League? What a question. Well, we threw that into a dip. Out came Champions League for Adenike. Out came World Cup for Itunu. I don't know what Adenike thinks in reality or what Itunu thinks. I do know that they're defending these positions they've chosen, not because they want it, but because that is what they have chosen. So I'll give them 1 minute each to open the argument. And when you vote, remember, it's not about whether you believe in their position, but look at who impressed you and who you want to hear again in the quarterfinals. That said, Itunu, your contestant one for the night?
Yes.
I will give you 1 minute to open your argument. Your time starts right now.
Good evening once again, Femi and the rest of the beautiful gang. If the World Cup was an human being, it would be 92 years old today. And if prestige or prestigious as a description, definitely it would be the World Cup. It is about the inter-ethnic or tribe or race confluence that it comes with it, or the heavy development that goes a long way with the host country. So Italy and other countries, it isn't just World Cup, it is about survival. Remember, in 1938, the Vincere Morire, it was Benito Mussolini. He said, win or bust. To them, it isn't about World Cup, it is about survival. It is a World Cup whereby after winning, the winning team isn't even the team that gained the best player. It was the goalkeeper of the opposing team, the Czechoslovakian goalkeeper. He said, though I had shipped in 4 goals, but look at them, I had saved their life. There is more, but let's have fun, guys.
So your opening arguments noted, Itunu. World Cup for you. And now we go to Adenike. Adenike, for you, it's the Champions League. I'm resetting your clock for a minute, and that's the time you have to open your argument, and it starts now.
I'll start off by asking a couple of questions. Do you think a Spaniard that supports Real Madrid will give up winning the Champions League back-to-back twice over Spain winning the World Cup that comes up once in 4 years? Do you think one of the greatest defender ever to do it, Sergio Ramos, will give up winning the quadruple Champions League title in a Messi Barcelona era and lose the bragging rights over a Champions League, over a World Cup that happens once in 4 years? I doubt that. The World Cup has lost its edge, and the Champions League has become the most prestigious and one of the most watched league and the most competitive league in the world. It is the ultimate footballing competition. 2 of the best coaches in the world, in Jose Mourinho and Sir Alex Ferguson, has come out in interviews countless of times and stated that the Champions League is way better and more competitive than the World Cup. You have the best teams in the world playing in the Champions League.
All right, she rests her case for now, I'm sure, but it's well appreciated. Please, when the bell goes, just round off that idea. Don't cut yourself mid-sentence. All right, so it's time for the head-to-head. I am going to set my clock, the 2 of you, to 5 minutes, and you can debate this issue all you want in 5 minutes. Remember to let yourselves be heard. If I need to interject, I will. Itunu, Adenike, for 5 minutes. Let's go.
Adenike, we're entertainers as well as informers.
Okay.
So let's give the audience fact, not lies. In your intro,
Yeah.
you said the Champions League is the most watched.
I didn't say the
That
most
is
watched.
an
I corrected
error.
myself. I didn't say the most watched. I corrected
Beautiful,
myself. Okay.
beautiful,
Go on.
beautiful. Good. Now, since inception, like I said in my introduction about the World Cup, your country, my country, Nigeria. Did you know how much we lost not going to the World Cup coming in Qatar?
Do you think you're a Barcelona fan?
Definitely.
Look, let's say we have an Arsenal fan in our midst.
Good.
Do you think?
No, you didn't answer my question, but I'll listen to you.
Do you think an Arsenal fan that is a Nigerian, what do you think an Arsenal fan that is a Nigerian will give to see Arsenal win the Champions League?
There's something called loyalty.
Loyalty to what?
To your country.
To your country.
To your motherland.
What
not
motherland?
club.
What motherland?
Did you remember the player called Rashid Yakini?
Most of the players nowadays, anyways, retire to have a longer competition in the Champions League.
Okay.
Most of the players retire. Postco's retired to win the Champions League.
Postco retired to win the Champions League.
Yes, he retired in 2004.
FIFA,
after Europe,
he doesn't have any record with FIFA. Tell me which is more powerful, the Champions League or the World Cup?
The World Cup. The World Cup.
Say the truth now.
Listen,
say the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
Which is just is a yes or no question. The World Cup
is not a yes or no question.
Okay, the World Cup is more brilliant than the Champions League. Yes or no?
Over the past 10 years, the World Cup has lost
against economic hardship. Today, Nigeria lost $10 million because we didn't make it to Qatar.
It doesn't matter.
Many of our beautiful gang in Nigeria in for had plans and dreams that they would be in Qatar. I remember a team when he was doing his analysis.
If you ask,
it was nearly to tears.
If you
that Nigeria didn't make it to Qatar.
If you ask lots of players today, if you ask most players today. Okay, let's say we ask.
Take you back history about the World Cup. Maybe you don't know what it is about.
Let's go and ask Harry Kane, or even ask a British Tottenham fan what they would give to have Tottenham win the Champions League title.
Good.
Do you know what they will give? They will give the World Cup. Do you know what an Arsenal fan will give? Do you know what an Arsenal fan will give to win the Champions League title? They will give the World Cup.
He said, and I quote, you've not given
Lionel Messi.
You have been assuming.
I'm not assuming.
I'm
not assuming.
He said,
the same Lionel Messi that retired.
I will give my all to Argentina.
The same.
If I could sacrifice my
are you talking about the same?
My record for the World Cup.
Are you talking about the same Lionel Messi that retired and had to be begged to come back?
One of the greatest defenders of all time.
Two of the greatest. Okay, you're talking about the greatest players. Two of the greatest players that over the last decade has not won the World Cup. Have they? Has Ronaldo won the World Cup? As Ronaldo won the World Cup, as Messi won the World Cup.
That is why till today the debate is on that they are not yet the greatest player to walk the planet.
Debate between who?
Between football fans, of course.
What football fans?
If I ask you to mention 4 greatest players of all time, and you Ronaldo or Messi come first?
Definitely.
That's a big lie.
2 of them are the greatest. Ahead of who?
Pelé would come first.
With what?
Ahead of my own Messi. I'm a Barcelona fan. Let's be fair. Let's be sincere.
You would choose. You would honestly choose.
Maradona would come first.
Ahead of Messi.
Did you watch Maradona play football?
Did you watch Maradona play football?
I read and I watched his video.
Did you watch it live? Even those players
in 1966 World Cup,
even
the hand of God. Did you know what it is called in the World Cup?
Even Maradona.
I'm embarrassed.
Embarrassed by what?
You are comparing World Cup with the UEFA Champions League.
If you choose 10 people today and ask them, I am calm. You are the one that's not calm.
Let me tell you something.
If you choose 10 people today and tell them, okay, list.
Do you know the importance of scarcity?
List 3 players that are the best players in the world.
Do you know how many years?
80% of those people will call Messi and Ronaldo.
Let's take it outside of football for now.
We're not taking it outside. We're sticking with football.
Let me ask you a question.
We can't take it outside of football.
Do you know how many years it took an elephant to have a baby?
I don't know, and I don't care.
You won't know.
I don't
But do you know the importance of 1 calf compared to 20 puppies? Because it took the elephant 20 years. Because it took the elephant 2 years.
You're taking this out of point.
The calf is going to eat immediately.
You're taking this out of point.
That is 2 years of preparation.
2 years of preparation for what?
The World Cup takes 4 good years to prepare.
And most of them don't even.
Half the population of the Mother Earth is watching the Mundial that will be happening in Qatar.
Listen.
That is a population of 5.3 billion people.
Listen to me.
3.5 billion people. I correct myself.
Most of time.
Listen. You are out of point. I understand.
All right. Well, we can heave a sigh and breathe. Okay, everybody relax. It's not that deep. Thank you very much. Arguments well noted. I would like to say thank you to to MasterCard for being a part of this broadcast this evening. We'd like to say thank you to all our friends who continue to support. These fine people are one step closer to the final, one step closer to the grand prize. And as we take that step, let me just, for those of us who probably stumbled on the channel and wondered what caused civil war, it was a question: which one is more prestigious? At certain times during the argument, I wasn't sure that I remembered what the issue really was again. But the question once again: what is more prestigious, the UEFA Champions League or the World Cup? Again, we put this into a debate. We put it into a lucky dip, if you want to call it that. And Itunu said he picked the World Cup, and Adenike picked the Champions League. Whether they both believe the positions they are defending, that's immaterial. The actual reality is that they are defending this because that is what is expected of them to defend tonight. And you've heard them go head to head. We will allow them to breathe before the closing arguments. Meanwhile, Tony, we have another message.
Well, still MasterCard. Well, the good news MasterCard have got for the fans, and they're saying that shopping has never been more exciting, and that every weekend from the 4th of June to the 10th of July, you stand a chance of winning a trip to watch a UEFA Champions League match live. We have got that on Fan Battle this evening. So talking about prestige, and not just watching the UEFA Champions League match, but all that exciting prizes by paying with your MasterCard at major malls and select Spar stores in Lagos. All you have to do is follow these easy steps and you're on your way to something priceless. First, enroll at the MasterCard Experience stand on activation days. Step 2, scan the QR code for registration on your device. Step 3, go ahead to shop at any of the stores and pay with your MasterCard. Step 4, return to the Experience stand with your evidence of payment. Finally, scan the reward code and you could be the lucky winner of tickets to the next season of the UEFA Champions League. But for more details on participating malls and Spar outlets, visit mastercard.shopperspree.com. Shopperspree, SHOPPASPREE.com. Terms and conditions apply. MasterCard. Start something priceless.
Yep. Something priceless. I like the sound of that. Here's something that is priceless. We'll allow these two individuals. I still have a message to share with you from MasterCard. I will let that wait. In the meantime, I'd like Itunu and Adenike to close with priceless closures. I'll give you 2 minutes each to make your point. If you have felt you veered off your trajectory, get back on point and take it home. 2 minutes, that's all there is. Afterwards, the decision will be made and it will be out of your hands. As simple as that. Now, because we don't want you interrupting each other, we will turn on your mic only for you. Okay, Itunu, your contestant 1.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes, feel free to close your argument starting now.
The prize money for the World Cup is $42 million. To the UEFA Champions League, a mere $25 million. When you go into the financial aspect, which would you prefer? We all know the answer. As a player, there's a reason why something comes once in 4 years to make the competition even more stiff and more rugged. Lionel Messi is 37 years old. Lionel Messi is 35 and Cristiano Ronaldo is 37 years old. We might have not watched Pele, Maradona, the Garrincha and the Eusebius of this world play football. But we have watched Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo play. The only thing remaining for us to argue and accept with our full chest that yes, Messi is the greatest of all time is if he wins the World Cup. Football comes with joy and sorrow. Colombia and the USA 94, when we talk about loyalty, we might have forgotten or remembered the word Escobar. He was killed by his own people. Why? For scoring an own goal in a tournament that Colombia seems to be the favorite. Nigeria, USA 94. Many of us didn't watch it, maybe me and you, but our colleagues outside there watched the game and they saw the joy and the bitter taste of defeat. You and I did not understand what World Cup is in the early 50s or in the 60s. But ask Eusebio. He said he would sacrifice his 9 goals if he could lay his hands on the World Cup. That the goals are meaningless. Hitler, Benito Mussolini. These are dictators when the world was still in its earliest stage of the World War. They watched the World Cup. And in Qatar, the prince, kings and presidents, it is unprecedented. Not even the Champions League can stand it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Itunu. Closing arguments done and dusted. It is out of your hands now, but you've played your part well. It's still in Adenike's hands for 2 minutes to come. I'm setting your clock, and you can take your 2 minutes right now.
Would you rather see your country win the World Cup or your club win the Champions League title and have bragging rights over your rivals? The World Cup only lasts for 3 weeks, while the Champions League run lasts for 9 months. Club football is miles ahead of the national football in terms of quality, because the club football, you have time, you have chemistry to gel with your players. The imbalance of you talk about the imbalance of national team football. In the 2010 World Cup, Argentina had lots of forwards. We have Milito, we had Messi, we had Lavezzi, and Tevez, countless, Di Maria to say so. But these players were just forwards. What did they have in midfield? What did they have in defense? They were not good enough. You cannot compare this to a club. The club will not allow that. The club is not as imbalanced as the national teams. You can't compare them together. We can go as far as saying that the World Cup has lost its touch, and the Champions League has become the most prestigious in the context that it is more on a competitive level and a higher level. They play at a higher level than the World Cup. You can't say a player right now will say, okay, I want to play at the World Cup higher than the Champions League. You can't say so anymore. We have players like Philippe Lam, we have players like Paul Scholes, and so on, retiring at age 28, retiring at age 27 because they want to play longer. Paul Scholes retired early from the English national team and still went on to win the Champions League in 2017 for Manchester United. So what are you saying? This is my own reason why the Champions League is a more prestigious tournament than the World Cup. Thank you.
She finished right on time. Thank you very much. And so this round of 16 battle is over. Indeed, it's the 5th of 8. Battle 36 between Itunu and Adenike. You just had Adenike close. At this point, we'll make the decisions. The decisions will be made by you guys via the phone lines, by you guys on social media. If you haven't voted, please go to Facebook right now. Nigeria Info 99.3. Please vote for Itunu or Adenike. Who impressed you more? It is on the live stream. You will see, check the live stream, check the topic they are debating, see their names under the topic, and click on one of those names to vote. Drop your comment, but that doesn't mean you voted. Click on a name, Adenike or Itunu, and then you would have voted. Adenike is the lady, Itunu is the guy. Is that clear? Also on Twitter, go to at Nigeria Info FM. You'd see the poll, you'd see the topic, and then would ask you who impressed you more. Was it Itunu, the guy, or Adenike, the lady? Please do vote. We're also streaming on YouTube. First off, though, before we come to the panel, let's go to the callers at home. 9 calls maximum. 0700 993 993 993. 0700 993 993 993. Our ladies only line 01465 7190. 01465 7190. Let's see how you guys decide between Itunu and Adenike. Hello. Okay, we missed that. Let's try again. Hi there, good evening to you. Hello.
Adesha on the line.
Oh, welcome, madam. How are you? I know your voice very well now. So,
I'm voting for Adenike.
Okay.
To me, it's more of yelling. You don't yell when you debate.
All right. Thank you very much. First vote goes to Adenike. Hi there.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, please. How are you?
This is Shegun calling.
Welcome, Shegun.
I'm voting for the lady because of, even though if you should look at it, for Ronaldo to say he wants to leave Manchester United presently because of Champions League, you should even know that the Champions League is more better, greater.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hello?
Yes, please. We are packing it because of time. Yes,
Hello,
please.
Femi.
Let's meet you.
Mirabel from Ikotu.
Welcome, Mirabel. How are you?
I like the battle, but we don't have time to talk. So I vote for where's that guy Itunu?
Itunu, the guy. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So Adenike leads by 2 votes to 1. Hi there. Anybody home?
Hello, Femi. Good evening.
Good evening and welcome. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Sharon, I vote for the girl, Adenike.
Okay. Thank you, Sharon. Your vote is needed. Adenike takes a 3-1 lead.
Hello.
Voter number 5. How are you doing?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
This is Kenny.
Kenny, how are you?
I'm good. Are you?
Well, we're good. So you had the debate. How do you vote?
I will go for Champions League.
You go for Champions League or you go for...
No, Champions League, not for World Cup.
Okay. All right. So we are going to... We're nullifying your vote because you were voting on position, not on individuals. We have to nullify that. Hi there.
Hello, Mr. Femi. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yes, please.
I'm calling from Magbula.
Oh, it's good to hear. Yes. How do you vote?
I'm voting for Adenike.
Adenike takes your vote. Okay. Thank you very much. Adenike leads by 4-1, meaning the next vote could be consequential. Hi there.
I vote for the guy for.
Oh, okay. You vote for the guy. Okay. Thank you very much. So Itunu trails by 2. Hello. How are you doing, Friday?
I'm fine. This Friday from Guelere.
Yes. You had the battle.
Take my vote.
Itunu takes your vote. Good. Closes the gap even further. 4-3 right now. 2 more votes max. Hi there.
Hi. Good afternoon. Good evening. Sorry.
Good night. Good morning. It doesn't matter. Just go on.
Itunu.
Itunu takes your vote.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Thank you. 4-4. This is the final voter.
Good evening, Femi.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. My name is Robert.
Robert, you had the battle between...
Yeah, I had the battle. You cannot use Malu to compare goats now. World Cup is a dream of every player, so I vote for the guy, 100%. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Tony's looking at me. What am I supposed to do? I think the vote... I'm with the panel. Is that vote valid? It looks like a vote based on position. Based on position, not on performance. Yes. So I already nullified one vote for Adenike. I'm going to nullify this one for Itunu and take another vote. Don't vote on position. Vote on who impressed you of the two. Is that clear? Okay. Who's on the line?
My name is Tunde.
Tunde, you are our final voter. You heard Adenike, the lady, and you heard Itunu, the guy. Whatever your position is, who impressed you the most tonight?
In as much as I love the Champions League more, the guy that defended the world.
Excellent. So, your vote goes to the guy, and the guy takes it. It was a comeback, serious comeback. At some point, it was 4-1. That was a serious comeback for Itunu. And Itunu, you take 20 percentage points from our callers. We come now to the panel. Gentlemen, Tony, David, Sam, I know you guys are pregnant with things to say, but you've got 60 seconds. Make it count, brothers. How do you vote? Who goes first?
All right. By dint of the definition, prestigious means inspiring respect and admiration, living or having high status. I don't think you guys really put that into consideration when having this debate or picking your point.
I was lost at some point.
Yeah, it just completely went off course. It's not about what the players necessarily think it's important. There was a lot of the conversation depending on importance rather than prestigious, and there's a big difference between those two. So based on that, I think every other thing you said really didn't sway me at all because it was on a totally different conversation. I expected to be swayed on format of the qualification process for these tournaments, be it the World Cup or the Champions League, quality of the participating teams, the football at the tournament, impact. You spoke about that and just left it there. The impact of the tournament on countries, teams, nations that participated in it, and of course the uniqueness of the trophy as well is something important. People talk about the Champions League being the trophies with the big ears, the World Cup being, long lasting and all that. None of that came into play, and I think you took too much of a battering. You don't allow that. This is a battle, and you were yelling too much, and that was quite not good for radio. So based on presentation, which wasn't so good for me, and the other little things that matter, which I've mentioned, radio ethics and all that, I think it's Adenike gets it for me.
Adenike takes Sam's vote, leveling the scores at 20-20. There are still 40 percentage points on this panel. David or Tony, who wants to go?
Tony, go first. Okay. So Sam already touched on something I was going to say. I find that too many times when we come in here and doing battles, contestants tend to leave what should be the point, and they get into what I would call conjecture, and that was what happened here today.
Zuckiness.
Yeah, it's the intangibles over what we can actually measure.
Yeah,
you see, these are two competitions, and they are defined by the fact that one happens every 4 years, the other happens once every other year. So what that means is that one is better for competition than the other. One carries more prestige than the other by virtue of the fact that it doesn't show up every other year. These were some of the tangibles that you could have gone into, and there's a lot. If you took these positions, you could have built from it, but you guys didn't do that, so I will have to work with what you gave me, and they go thus. Now, Itunu opened well. He's very melodramatic and he likes to sing his sentences and everything. But the truth of the matter is, I think you would do well to focus on what your message is more than the style in which you say it. Because when push comes to shove, people will want to listen to what you say and not how you change the timbre of your voice and come down and then try to bamboozle us with. I thought that was interesting, but it didn't sway me. You opened well, that said, and for your opening, you did take it. You battered her in the second round. That was clear for everybody to see, but I don't think it carries much point. Where Nike, however, did good for herself was in closing. there were things that should have been said before. I do not know if it was nerves that she later ended up saying in the closing argument, and chief amongst them were the fact that you cannot build chemistry through a World Cup because it stop-starts. 2 weeks, maybe a week in the footballing calendar. You have like 5 calendar months in which international football is allowed to be played. That is when national teams are allowed to, express themselves. So you cannot build chemistry. The Champions League, however, allows you to test ideas. This is where some of the finest tactics in world football are tested, and that worked for me. So I think on the basis of that, on the clear basis of that, because it was a much more tangible point than anything I heard Itunu say, I think I'll give it to her.
So Davies' vote goes Adenike's way. She leads 40-20. Tony.
Well, yeah, Femi, I'll be very, very short. Maybe the shortest I've ever been on the battle. Yeah, I mean, David and Sam have made important, points as regards, both of them swaying. But I don't agree that, they completely swayed. I felt it was a case of having too many hands in the soup. All right, so they had things that mattered and things that didn't matter, and they, found a way to just force everything through it. And I don't blame them. It's a battle. You pretty much have to give everything that you have, and all of that. I don't know. It's tough to make a point, but I think that Itunu needs to work on some certain things. He's becoming predictable. He has to work on that, and you also have to work on, the way you use the mic, and all of that. But it's important to know that your style is your style, and do not change your style.
Oh, you must have caught me struggling with his mic.
True. But your style is your style. It is the way you present your argument, the melodrama, the I quote and I say, all of that is your style, and people are beginning to like you for that. So you might as well want to keep it. Adenike, really, really nice from you. Good effort on the day. But for me, all right, I want somebody I want to listen to next time. I'd want to listen to Itunu next time. A little bit of work here and there, but I think he's got the X factor for me.
Okay, so Tony's vote goes to Itunu, meaning both individuals are tied 40-40. 20 points left. They're in the hands of social media, and they will decide who is victorious on the night. Will it be Itunu, or will it be Adenike? We'll find out. Let's go straight to Twitter. Tony.
Well, Femi Obong Daniels.
Yep.
Moment of truth on Twitter. Well, Itunu. 2 minutes left, by the way.
We can't wait to the end.
We can't.
It could still change, but for now, we have to go.
Right. Itunu have got 63.6% on Twitter. Adenike have got 36.4%. So that's pretty much, double if you put that into perspective. And we've got just a few seconds left to go on Twitter. On Facebook, Itunu, it's a dominant sweep, 73% to Adenike's 27% on Facebook.
And so social media decides this battle at 40-40 between the panel judges and the callers from home. At that point, well, again, it could sway either way. Social media, Facebook and Twitter, had to be split for this battle to continue, or for a new means to decide it. But social media has spoken, same as all the judges have spoken, and our friends at home have spoken. And Itunu is triumphant by 20 points. 60-40. This tie ends. Congratulations to you, Itunu. Applause are in order now, Ande. You look troubled. Are you beside yourself? How do you feel?
I need to work more. I really appreciate the judges for their honest comments. I'm becoming more predictable. I need to work more. There's a lot of work to be done if I really want to move ahead.
Into the quarterfinal you go. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Adenike. You still have your smile.
I'm always smiling.
And tell me how you're feeling first.
Not too bad. Not too bad. I think I got rattled by him a lot. So I think that's what
you let like more like he was too imposing, and you constantly felt yourself reacting to him rather than following your own script.
Yes, that happened a lot. But I think he deserves it, so it's good to go.
Yeah, at the point, before it was Itunu who took you guys off the trajectory of the topic, and then you ran after him like a sheep being led to the slaughter. Well, I was like, at the point I had to literally remind you guys, by way of trying to remind the audience. I tried to remind you guys what the topic was.
Yes, you did.
Guys, get back on point. But I'm proud of you, what you've done.
You.
The way you've carried yourself so far. Today you are clearly rattled.
Yes.
And I cannot wait to hear you again.
Thank you so much.
I know it's over this time. But what has this exercise been of any use to you?
Definitely, because usually I'm a very, very shy person. So I had to talk myself out of not making an excuse and coming for this. So this is a very awesome experience, and hopefully it just helps me gain confidence and do more of this.
You have an excellent voice for radio, by the way.
Thank you.
Let me be the first to say that. If none of the guys have said it yet. Excellent voice for radio. Control when you are not in battle mode. They are just calm. You sound like my colleague already, right? Like some voices I hear on radio. So, have you ever done radio before?
I've interned on radio, but I've never been on radio before.
Okay. Yeah. Intern, school days.
Yes.
In Lagos or out of Lagos?
It was in Lagos.
It was in Lagos.
Yes.
So, there's something there that you have that control, which is excellent. And I'd hope you continue to build on it and work on it. I know you're still a student, right?
Yes, I am.
Final year?
Final year, yes.
School?
Lagos State University.
Lagos State University. So you're in Lagos?
Yes, I'm in Lagos.
You love football? You love sports?
Yes, I love football. I love sports.
We should be talking. Yes, but, I'm that proud of the quality you've brought.
Thank you very much.
It is not the end. It's the end of your battle. But it is potentially the beginning of a rewarding career. That I can tell unmistakably. And I need you to be proud of yourself and be proud of that.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.